Welcome everyone. I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars, and welcome to my channel where we talk about frugal living, saving money, cutting expenses, and some Depression era tips thrown in there because I am the daughter of Depression era parents. So today we are going to talk about going into 2024 without a job. And I retired a few weeks ago, so I am starting the new year without a job. And this is some of the things that I am thinking about and factoring in and planning for as we move forward into my first full year of no employment. I am not on disability. I am not receiving a pension. I am living solely on savings and the little bit of earnings that I can muster up as I go into the new year. So let's get started. It's not always necessary to increase our income to be able to make ends meet, but there are ways that we can make adjustments to the income we already have to make it go farther. We can lower our waste. We can spend our money on more things that are important to us. And whatever we are changing, we are choosing. We are choosing for the betterment of our future and our finances and our peace of mind. So as I was reviewing things for this next year, because I do review my budget at the end of every year to see if I need to change anything for the next year, I took a look at some things that I don't normally look at. I have a lot of credit cards just sitting there empty, and I primarily use my Discover card for everything because I can get either 1% cash back, or if I activate their offers, I can get 5% cash back in certain areas. So I always look at those offers each month to see if it's something I am going to use. As I looked at preparing for next year, I thought, I'm going to take a look at some of those credit cards that I just have sitting empty that I've not been using. One of them is Capital One. It's had a zero balance for a long time. And I knew that it had cash back, but I thought it was equal to the Discover. Well, for 2024, they have raised it to 1.5%. Now, they don't have the 5% things that you can activate like Discover, but if I'm just using it as my general card to get cash back and pay it off every month, just like I was doing with Discover, I'll get another 0.5% on everything I'm spending. Think about that over time. I use my Discover card to pay almost everything in my household every month. I use it to pay my internet, my phone, my gas for my car, all of my groceries, my electricity. So I get about $29 to $30 a month back in cash back. And if you add another 0.5% onto that, that's like another $15 a month, which adds up to $180 a year. We just found $180 worth of wiggle room of extra cash. I'm excited to catch that other 0.5% that I've been missing all year. I buy with intention, and I continue to plan to do that this next year, looking at the price, the longevity, the use, the need, and whether or not it will endure over time to be an expense that will actually save me money. I also am constantly looking for things that I can reuse or repurpose to save money around the house, or maybe just use up some things that have been laying around here for a while as I am decluttering. What will this keep me from buying? Will it keep me from buying something? Will it keep me from throwing it away? Is it something that would normally be thrown away that I can repurpose? My mom used to make our curtains in our camper out of old towels. She would cut out the bad spots, measure the windows, and make us curtains for our camper. Isn't that a very innovative way to use an old towel? So those are the kinds of things that I am talking about. Really thinking, hey, is there another use that may not be a common use, but I can make it work? So as I'm exploring my newfound old hobby of doing some sewing, I decluttered and found this little thing that I think came from Finger Hut one time that I think you could keep like a maxi pad in your purse discreetly. And I stuffed it with some old pillow stuffing from an old worn out pillow and made my own pincushion. I think I must have given my pincushion to one of my daughters when they were either in home ec or when they moved out because I wasn't much of a sewer. But with things I already had, now I have my own pincushion. If you're enjoying this video, would you please do me a favor and subscribe and give it a thumbs up? It really does help get my video out there. I also have links in my description box on how I save money on a regular basis, including things that I use around the house that I recommend for savings. And if you choose to use any of those links, it does give me a little bit back as an affiliate to suggest those links. But if you click on them and then you choose to buy something else, it also will give me a little bit back as an income. So I would appreciate it if you would check out those links and check out those recommended items below in the description box. It would help me out a lot. Now let's get back to the video. And as I approach looking at everything that I have going into the new year, I also review any opportunities I have for income. As I said, I've retired. I'm not on disability. I'm not receiving any kind of pension payments. I'm living solely on savings and the little bit of income that I bring in. And I reviewed all of my income opportunities. That doesn't mean I get something from them every single month, but it means there's an opportunity to earn in those areas. And so I'm going to read from my list the different opportunities for income that I have. I have my book sales from my cookbooks. I have 2 of them, 50 Frugal Recipes and 50 More Frugal Recipes When Cooking on a Budget. They are on Amazon. The links are in my description box. Amazon prints those for me, and I get a little bit of income off of each one, but it's about 1/6 of the cost of the book. So I don't earn a lot from each sale, but it is an opportunity to earn. I also look at my credit card rewards. I count that as income because whatever I have spent, I may get $29, $30 that month to come off of what I have spent, which is like another $30 in my hand off of my normal expenses. I look at any Amazon rewards that I have. Now, I normally don't use Amazon except around Christmas for Christmas presents, but I will get points back that I can use as cash if I need to buy something around the house. And I saw that their Angel Soft toilet paper for a 4-pack mega roll was only $3.99 in the month of December. So I could use those rewards just to purchase little things like that that would come off of my grocery budget that I could count as buying something for the house and coming off of my expenses. I do have money in savings and I get interest every month that I just leave to roll over into my savings account and let it continue to grow. And again, that is an opportunity to earn a little bit of money each month as I have my money in a money market. I also use the different apps like Receipt Hog, Receipt Pal, Upside, Fetch, Inbox Dollars, and Swag Bucks. And all of those are an opportunity to either gain a gift card towards something that I would normally purchase or get some cash back into my PayPal account that I can put towards my household expenses. So those are all ways that I can save and have an opportunity to earn. The links to all of those are in my description box if you're interested. Some of them only give gift cards, and some of them actually will give you cash. But either way, if you use them like the toilet paper, it's the same as using it as cash to get something you would normally already buy. I also have a TikTok account that sometimes I get a monthly check and sometimes I don't. And then I get a little bit of an income from YouTube. But as you know, you have to be a really big social media person to get very much every month. So that's a very small amount. And again, sometimes I get a check and sometimes I don't. And then I also have the Amazon affiliate program where, again, usually it'll take me several months to reach my $10 payout to get a little bit of money back there, but it's still an opportunity. And I am a partner with Mint Mobile, who is offering a special through December 30th that you get 3 months free if you buy 3 months. And that is also in my description box. So that is another opportunity for me to earn if any of my followers or subscribers decide to switch. And then I have one small investment account that I get a couple of hundred a month from. So that is my total income opportunities that I have each month. So as you can see, I still need to be frugal to maintain my lifestyle and to be able to remain not working. But I am determined to make that happen. I love being home. I don't know how I got everything done before I was home. I have been able to take on some sewing projects, be able to clean some things, be able to dust where I wasn't able to before, and be able to save more money by having more time to hang clothes on the line before it gets dark, being able to get the clothes off the line before it gets dark. My grandma always said, don't let the night air hit your clothes on the line because they will become damp again, and then you'll need to leave them there an additional day. Those are some of the things that I do. I always cook from scratch, and I usually plan something in big pots that will last a few days. I wash the dishes by hand. I burn the trash. I take care of the animals. I grow vegetables. I use every opportunity I have to save money and help contribute. So most of my budget areas are staying the same for this next year. The only one that I know for sure that is going up is my property taxes, which I told you in the last video went up $200 this year. So I will have to strive to find more ways that I can change, that I will be choosing to change to save money. When people tell you that that little bit doesn't make a difference, it certainly does. So don't let people discourage you that you are going to be able to find ways to save in your own household. They don't know what your household looks like. Things that you may be willing to do, they may not be willing to do. There are things I'm not willing to do, but there's a lot of things that I am. And I'm constantly coming up with new ideas to pinch pennies and make things stretch. I track all of my spending. I always tracked it before, but now that my income has been reduced so much, I am very, very careful as to what I spend. And I think long and hard before I do it. Some of the really good things about being able to be home and relieve the stress is I have lost 34 pounds altogether now. I find when I'm home, I'm not as tempted to snack or to eat when it's time to eat. I find when I'm at work and I know that I can only eat at this time, or I have to eat something right now because I won't be able to for hours, that I tend to eat when I'm not hungry. When I'm home, I know the food is always there and I know that I can get it when I want it. So I'm not as tempted to eat when I'm not hungry. Even Marie Kondo in her book where she talked about decluttering goes on to talk about how once people have decluttered and their stress has lowered, that they're able to focus on other things like weight loss. And that has certainly happened for me just by leaving my job. And of course, I feel like living in the country gives me an advantage to not be tempted to spend as much money. I'm not tempted to run to the store when I'm out of something. I find a way to just work around it, or I substitute something. I'm not going anywhere every day. So I'm not tempted to pick up a snack or stop in and grab this or grab that because I am out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm not as reliant on conveniences, and I don't miss those things or have the urge to go to town. So all of those things help benefit me when it comes to saving money. So as we start into 2024, let me know some of the things that you are looking at as you prepare your budget for next year, and things that you are either going to add or cut to help your financial situation. I hope to see you in the next video.